Welcome back to Metal Gear Solid. Alright, so now we're actually going to go properly for the elevator. But first, there's...
Oh boy.
Yes,
I can't wait for Metal Gear Solid 6, where Wellington Boots can send you into outer space.
Silly Dwebs, there is no Metal Gear after Phantom Pain. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm actually shocked that despite getting over the top, especially with Rising, this series has never actually went into space.
You know, Pedro, I'm actually to an extent, I'm surprised you even acknowledge Metal Gear Solid 5. Because, man, fans are incredibly split on whether to acknowledge that as part of the pack,
here's
or
the
to
thing.
consider it an acid trip.
Here's the thing about Phantom Pain. You can hit on the story all you want. I myself am not particularly that big on it, but that damn gameplay, man. Like, seriously, you can throw all the shit you want at the story, but the gameplay cannot be freaking denied. Like, that game is so much fun to play. Again, it's the same thing with It Takes Two. You know, you can throw out all the flaws that the story has, but damn it if that gameplay doesn't, like you have literally 50 different ways you can complete a mission just by your pure ingenuity and how you use all the tools available to you. You know?
I guess in that case, maybe the people who hate it were people who were more into Metal Gear for the story. I mean, that's not to say the gameplay isn't important. However, this is one of those video game series where I see a lot of people having been brought on board by the story as well.
Oh, sure.
Mind you,
let me put it this way, Jova. I love Metal Gear Solid 4, but I will be the first one to admit that it's technically not a good game because it's 70% cutscenes and only 30% game. However, it gave me story-wise exactly what I wanted from that game, so I still personally really love it for that reason. Now, if you ask me, is it still a good game for someone to play as an actual video game? Not really, because only 30% of it is actually interactive, you know. But that's just a thing of me. Whereas Metal Gear Solid 5,
hello.
Yeah, this is a small little detail that's very reminiscent of A New Hope.
GoldenEye.
Well, that too, but yeah, this kind of thing where, again, that's a nice little bit of detail. It helps the world feel more believable, like kind of like how you see the Star Troopers in A New Hope just doing small talk, you know. I love that kind of detail. It's one of those things that Phantom Pain, while having a very, very flawed story, to put it lightly, is at the very least a great video game still. You know.
Oh, hello.
Not him.
Oh.
So now, obviously, the ideal thing would be to have, like with Metal Gear Solid 3, where both the story and the gameplay are excellent. But well, that just goes beyond saying. Just goes, beyond. That goes beyond saying. That's my basic.
I guess this is all part of why Metal Gear Solid 1 is still my favorite of all the Metal Gear games. I feel like it has the best balance, best cast of characters,
There's the DARPA chief,
and definitely overall, it rounds everything out the best, I would say.
I would say 3 has overall more fleshed out gameplay and even better boss battles and that goddamn ending. I mean,
if I recall correctly, the DARPA chief is voiced by the current voice actor Waku Waku.
We're about to see too. Hold on.
What's your outfit? I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt. Really? It's true. You don't.
George Bird.
Oh, actually, no, George Bird. Okay, my bad.
Hurry up and get me out of here. Slow down.
He does sound a bit like Greg Eagles, though. I see what you mean.
I also remember Nitro Red mentioning that as a reference in one of his reviews. Maybe he was mistaken.
What are you talking about? The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. Sweet Jesus. Is it possible? It's possible. They could launch a nuke. How do they plan to launch it? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads.
Oh, this jail fucking sucks. It's not soundproof at all.
It's classified information. Okay.
All right, go ahead.
We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
Would you say it's a weapon to surpass Metal Gear?
Nuclear attack from any place on the face of the earth.
It's interesting you say that because it's a walking battle tank. Yes.
Ding ding ding.
Yes, they're building a new Metal Gear because of course the fucking government will not stop building nuclear weapons.
Again, David Hater's delivery, it's amazing.
I know, right?
This one's Metal Gear Rex.
Yes,
it's
the most iconic one.
Yeah, it's kind of hilarious because after Metal Gear 2, with the death of the scientist who created Metal Gear, the franchise essentially had to find ways to find scientists who would either find his project or kickstarted it if it's sent in the past, making his efforts kind of a bit worthless in the end.
If anything, going off of Metal Gear Solid 3, he was just a plagiarist when you get down to it.
Yeah, basically.
I'm not too
remember, Jova, the one in Metal Gear Solid 3 is technically more of a prototype than anything. It's not a proper Metal Gear.
Still, it is still a Metal Gear, though.
Oh, sure.
Even still, don't we also have Peace Walker, which also came before Metal Gear 1?
Well, yeah, but that game is in between 3 and Phantom Pain.
Portable Ops has its own version.
Well, that's my point, though. Like, well, there's a Metal Gear.
I actually really like this bit here.
They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey, shut up in there, will ya?
Okay.
And then it just pops into the frame.
Oh, you think that's funny too? In Twin Snakes, the delivery of that line is terrible. He sounds so bored. He sounds like, "Hey, shut up in there, will ya?" Like he sounds like he's like, "Come on, please, shut up. Come on, please." Like it's.
Pal, this is America, mate. We only have NTCS.
NTSC, yeah.
Yes.
It stands for Permissive Action Link.
You know, we have the ones that don't lag up a storm.
Blame Germany.
Yeah, at least ours have multiple languages.
So yeah, we need two passwords, otherwise they will not be able to launch.
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't
yeah.
Well, he's psychic, so.
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
Yeah.
This is bad.
No shit.
Yes.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password.
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Ooh, wonder what it is.
Designed by Armstead, the system developers.
Oh boy, the card keys. Thankfully, they're not as annoying here as they were in Metal Gear 2.
No, in here you just have to. You have only one card key, and it just gets upgraded. You don't have to constantly switch card keys in the menu.
Or, you know, leave one at a place and then backtrack to get it.
And in MGS2 it's even better because you don't even have to have the card equipped. You can just have it, and you just have it, and it will automatically be used.
You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys.
That's probably one of the big improvements the now non-existent remix probably would have made, Jova, when it comes to the key cards.
I heard the
Didn't Twin Snakes also improve something with the key cards now that I think about it?
No, the key cards in Twin Snakes work the exact same way as in this game.
but didn't have enough time.
What I guess you might be thinking, Joe, is better that they added the dog tag system from MGS.
Yeah. Okay, wait, I'll show that later. For now, let's.
Here, take this. It's my ID card.
It's on the right, mate. It's presenting to nothing.
It works together with your body's only
PAN card.
Personal area network, huh?
There you go.
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium.
Huh.
Yeah,
You approach
and the
doors
old
security
ID
devices
cards did that.
that read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open.
Don't you know, Dlibs? All our driver's license have bits of our DNA encoded into them.
Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is
You
it?
sure about that?
Yes, the government gets your DNA every now and then and slips them into your driver's license when you're not looking.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon.
Huh?
What is it?
Well, thankfully he's given us all the exposition, and now he's dying.
We'll figure out later what exactly is up with this.
Very bit over the top, though.
Oh!
Damn.
I
I mean,
would've-
dying probably hurts, Stoops.
Yeah, but not
That's a
that
statement.
much.
Well, well, I'm not.
Sure about that,
I mean,
James?
I'm not a specialist on the matter. I'm not a specialist on the matter, but I think heart attacks can hurt really badly.
It really
depends on the
depends.
severity.
It really depends, but hold on, wait until that
I
is
don't
over.
know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack? No. Colonel, are you hiding something from me? Absolutely not.
Remember what we said in the briefing?
This op is security level red.
Come on, we're
You need
friends.
the
Friends
highest
don't hide
security
things from
clearance
each
to get
other.
access to the complete file. You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file? I told you. The Secretary of Defense is in operational control.
Now stop questioning my orders.
Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Sadly, he has a point.
So yeah, we lost one of the hostages we were supposed to save. Not a good start, but
Good work, team.
there's still.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the one is control.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
It's
someone seems to have taken care of one of the guards outside, according to the radar.
Why are you just standing on him?
He doesn't mind.
it's okay, Shiva. He's too dead to care. So
Not exactly a respect to the dead, though. Damn.
I mean, it's better than tossing his dead body into a bin and saying he won't.
I mean, at least hide the body under the bed.
that's the thing, Shiva. Unfortunately, we're not gonna have a chance to do that, as you're about to see.
Sorry, Siri. Hitman won't be for another 2 years.
Hold on. Oh,
That guy's buck naked over there.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
so you killed the chief, you bastard.
Okay, it's not how it seems. Okay.
No, you're not. Don't move.
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie.
Well, then how come the safety's still on, rookie?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
Oh crap.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot!
Yeah, just shoot, rookie. Alright, so now this particular gameplay section is kind of an endurance round. Soldiers will keep coming, and you have to keep shooting them as they come.
We did now iconic, battle quote-unquote theme encounter.
Yeah, this is the main theme of the game. Don't worry though. The game will constantly respawn ammo refills, so you will never run out of ammo. You're fine. So even if you run out of ammo for whatever reason, you'll be fine. And not to mention the enemies themselves even drop ammo themselves. So
I'm pretty sure a few years ago it was you, Pedro, and Dwibs that showed me at least this part of the game from that last couple of cutscenes onwards.
it's been so long, I genuinely don't remember.
Pedro did show me a retrospective of franchise from, a person on YouTube who doesn't sadly have that many subscribers. He might have shown to you the same video.
There was no commentary.
No, I don't think I did that too. I think I did something different. But again, it's been years, I don't remember.
I think it was like a stream.
Oh, maybe Pedro streamed
Also,
the
that
game.
Oh crap, grenades!
Glitching the fuck out.
Nope.
Shit.
Grenades.
That happened.
Just eat something. There you go.
There you go.
Not the grenade, though.
Alright.
Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't gotten a character who eats grenades in this universe.
Well, in
yet.
MGS3, we'll get to eat so many different types of wildlife, so there is that.
Particularly snakes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we're some kind of snake eater or something.
Thanks for the help.
Okay,
You're welcome, by the way.
that ass.
Who are you? 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 sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his
Huh.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Hold on. If the DARPA chief right in front of us, what is he doing here in this room?
Wait, is that the DARPA chief?
Well, he looked like
see
him.
his face.
He looked like him. At least he had the same outfit.
Well, a lot of government officials wear that same outfit. Unless...
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh god, bad timing.
We don't know.
Just like that.
And I know, Colonel, can you please explain? Oh, this one.
I just had some kind of hallucination.
Yeah, I love how Snake immediately assumes that this was a hallucination because of the nanomachines, because there's no way I just saw a man fucking fly.
Psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound Psychic.
There you go, yeah, psychic powers, so... Yeah.
So that was Mantis.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's the nanomachines.
Well, actually, it is, Shiroi. See, Shiroi, actually, that's a good segue. Might as well bring this up. One of the other primary inspirations for Metal Gear is Western comic books. And Western comic books, as we know, are full of unrealistic shit. You know, people with superpowers and shit like that. Also, there you go. Also, I love this little joke here. This guy's... so basically, that rookie took this poor soldier's suit and let him here naked. And yes, his butt is censored, as you can see. And yes, you can even...
we'll never see him again.
And believe it or not, Shiroi, that guy that seems like just a random throwaway joke character will reappear in a future game and have a major role. So... but again, we'll keep that guy in mind. So, moving on. Western comic books. As you know, Western comic books are full of weird science and superheroes and superpowers and shit. And yeah, that was also one of the primary inspirations for Metal Gear. In fact, you can even see this in the PSP games, where the cutscenes of those games are even made to be watched like a Western comic book with speech balloons and all that shit.
Konami even made a graphic novel adaptation of this game, and had a particular period during the PSP era where they had UMDs that were specifically that kind of graphic novel with voice acting. They had that one for this Metal Gear game, and I think one for Silent Hill. And
they also adapted Metal Gear Solid 2 as a graphic novel as well on that mode, because apparently the first one was actually successful, so they decided to do the same thing for 2. So, but yeah. That being said, okay. Now that we have a level 1 card, now we can enter into certain cards, and we have for ourselves a cardboard box. Everybody knows that Metal Gear is all about the cardboard boxes. So let's.
Pedro, trust the box.
Oh, not just that. Not just that, Jova. In fact, let's ask an expert's opinion about said cardboard box. Nastasha, if you please.
Oh boy.
Cardboard box usually consists of a thin pasteboard with a corrugated paper center. They are usually made of recycled paper. It was first invented in Europe over 100 years ago. It was originally used to absorb one's sweat when wearing hats. With the same amount of wood to make one wooden box, you can make 6 or 7 cardboard boxes. And since it's recyclable, it's highly economical. In addition, it's strong and easy to store. That's why it's widely used for packing. But to avoid damaging weapons and other delicate instruments when shipping them, they should be packed in stronger boxes like wood or something. Also, the crevices should be filled with styrofoam to prevent them from moving around. So, anyway, what's with the box?
Oh, nothing. No big deal.
Okay, I'll just say this. Lucario will beg to differ in the future.
Not just that. Like, again, I hope now, guys, you will appreciate the awesomeness of cardboard. Oh, from regardless.
It was exactly that I think you wanted to show me, by the way, back then.
Oh, was it? Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, good memory there.
They can also penetrate optic stealth systems. You will be able to spot claymores too.
As in landmines.
tire your eyes out, so do not use them too much.
Jova, to answer your question, well, not so much a question, your statement, it's not so much having a good memory, it's that I'm never going to forget the fact that a video game gave us a history lesson on the cardboard box.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That is something that tends
Sure, right.
Learn something.
Hold on.
Just rumors.
Let's see what she knows about Metal Gear.
This is some kind of walking tank that can deliver an accurate nuclear strike from any terrain. Mountains, deserts, swamps, wherever. But you are the real expert.
Well, yeah, I took down 2 of them by this point.
I'll admit, I'm one of those people who, yeah, Metal Gear Rex is my favorite Metal Gear.
Well, it's everybody's favorite.
Which one's yours?
Remember, they even brought that Metal Gear back in Metal Gear Solid 4, because that game was all about the fan service. So.
According to the chief, there are 2 codes, and the terrorists.
So, is it your favorite Metal Gear 2?
Yes. Honestly, I don't really have a particular problem with any. Like, I love all Metal Gears in general, just because I just think the entire concept in general is just so awesome. It doesn't matter what design it is to me. But to go back to what I was saying, I hope now, everybody, you will now appreciate how awesome cardboard boxes are. Okay. Cardboard boxes are freaking amazing, as you've just seen.
Yep.
And they're great for the environment too.
Exactly. See?
This is
And you can make
that's
them
a
a stay.
that's probably why I showed you that clip. Probably sure now that you remembered what it was, because every time a cardboard box gets mentioned, dude, don't you even fucking say that. Cardboard boxes are amazing. Wait, are they amazing? How? Just listen to this, and then I showed that clip from Nastasha, and it's just like, see how awesome they are.
I like the implication with that, though. She gives like a history lesson of, the origin, how important they are, and then asks why the box, though.
Yeah.
You just said it's useful.
Priorities.
It's the reason Nastasha, like I said, one of the reasons why Nastasha is one of my favorite characters is because I just love how much trivia Kojima was able to squeeze out of her. And yes, I get that some people would say, oh, that's just pointless trivia, who cares? I love that shit. To be honest with you, I love learning about this stuff, because you have to understand, like I said, I didn't know most of this stuff when I first played this game, so it was fun, because Nastasha would always talk about these things, and oh, okay, cool, I didn't know that, so again, that's, if a game is making learning fun, it's doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of C4, Nastasha, could you tell us about the C4?
A plastic
aka plastic,
similar to clay, so you can shape it in almost any way you want. Although it has 1.4 times the destructive power of dynamite, it is highly stable and won't explode without a detonating device, even if it is shot, burned.
That's actually quite technical engineering marvel. Couldn't even begin to imagine material with that.
Alright, so what are the best?
Basically, Nastasha gave us a history lesson on how awesome cardboard boxes are.
I mean, what about the other scene that I missed? I had to leave between Meryl's introduction.
Oh, basically, Psycho Mantis showed up and he threatened us, and we learned about how he has psychic powers, meaning he can fly. Again, like you know how psychic powers are used in the media. You know how this works. Aside from that, I've been mostly, once again, because I got some new equipment, so obviously, let's ask Nastasha about it. Because I love hearing her talk about it. I'm not even kidding. I could hear Nastasha talk for hours. Not just because the voice actress does such a great job selling her dialogue. Again, I just love learning about this shit.
So I'm guessing if it was actually her instead of Dr. Trek, you actually would be interested in the French trivia.
Okay, let me be as clear as I can be about that. But first, grenades.
You can even tell me your commentary. Don't worry.
You found some grenades. Just pull the pin and it explodes after 5 seconds. You can get a lot done during those 5 seconds, Snake. How you use them is up to you.
Shove it up your ass, I guess.
Let me. Okay. let me put it this way too. My problem with the French trivia in Lautrec is that when it's done in cutscene, it just comes out of nowhere and with no real reason for to be spouted. Unlike in here, where I actually ask Nastasha about something if I want. But most of the actual trivia is in the text stuff that you collect. You know. Okay, let me put it this way. It's more so the fact that that game doesn't do a good job with its world building, and therefore doesn't really spark my interest in learning more. I think that's the best way I can put it.
Sure.
It's more so the fact that that game bores me to tears. I'm sorry. It's just like because the puzzles are so insultingly easy, like I've demonstrated in the playthrough by literally solving riddles without even looking at them in that part. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm not kidding you, Teo. I went through the entire game just bypassing all the text in the riddles, in the riddle sections, because as Jove even said in that part, you just have to talk to people until you get it right. You know, that entire bit should have been completely overhauled because it was just not. If the player can literally go through the entire riddle process without even knowing what the riddle is, there's a problem.
Also, we use the C4 to open up hole in the wall.
Yeah, basically, much like the first Metal Gear, there's also kind of a Zelda inspiration. Because remember, Miyamoto is one of Kojima's idols, where you use bombs to blow up certain walls, and you can even knock on the walls, and walls that can't be blown up will sound differently, just like in the Zelda games. So. If you ever have any kind of maybe there's some kind of wall, you don't have to blindly throw bombs at it. Don't worry. It's not like in Zelda 1. You can just knock, because every time you're right next to a wall, you can press the circle button for Snick to knock with his fist on the wall, and if there's a different sound in the other walls, that means it's bombable. So you can just experiment. You don't have to waste your bombs like you would in Zelda 1. Yeah, again, that's why that game needs a remake. But, alright, and then I got that out of my system, so let's finish the part. See ya.
Yeah.